What's going on, everybody? Robbie here, and today we're taking a look at Transformers Power of the Primes Voyager class Starscream. Now, this is, of course, the new Power of the Primes mold for our dear Seeker Extraordinary. And, yeah, I mean, at first glance in the package, it's a pretty interesting looking Starscream. He's got, like, very, you know, honestly, looking at him like just straight away, he looks a little bit like a Hero Mashers figure. If you get where I'm going with that, kind of those like big beefy Popeye-ish proportions, very cartoony. But that's not saying I don't like it. I just am not used to it. So we'll get to that in a little bit. Now, I do notice something I don't like right off the bat, and that is the fact that he appears to have a lot of stickers on him, and some of them are already starting to peel and are just straight up misaligned. Like this one, his Decepticon logo is completely off center, and it's really bugging me. So I may actually just tear that off and use like a Repro Labels insignia or something. We'll see how I feel about that later. He comes with a Seeker insignia Prime Master, I guess. I'm not exactly sure what that's meant to be overall, or if it even transforms. It kind of it doesn't look like it even transforms. It looks like it's just a straight up block. So you got that going on. He also comes with combiner feet and his null rays, of course. So flipping onto the side here, you can see all the different Prime logos here. And then on the back, it shows you he has Prime armor that I guess goes on his arms or on his wings or whatever, and eventually becomes the feet for the combined mode. And it says, how will the scheming Decepticon Air Commander wield the power of the Primes? Question mark. And so you can see the vehicle mode here, and of course robot mode here. So looks like an interesting figure, to say the least. I'm going to go ahead and get this guy opened up, and we will check him out in hand right now. Alright guys, so here we have Power of the Primes Starscream, and let's take a quick look at his collector card here, just showing off the nice artwork. And then flip it onto the back, you can see Alpha Trion Starscream catalogs the weaknesses of every Decepticon. Alright, I mean, I guess that's a way to pass the time, but that's his particular, for at least my copy, the version that I got. So here is Starscream, and as you can see, I've got the Prime feet, Prime armor bits attached, and you can see the Seeker emblem here as well, and we can take these off for the moment. Just put these off to the side, and we'll get the Seeker emblem out so you guys can check it out. Here it is. It is a non-transforming, just little block of stuff that you can add to your figures. It's just hollow on the back. I don't know if this has any reason to be hollow. It is molded inside, and there is this little strange like channeled piece, so I'm not sure if this bit will work in some way. I know this is just meant to represent the notch that comes out of the foot of the Prime Masters, but I don't know if it's got any other use as of yet. So you got that going on. These are the Prime armor pieces, and the feet of the combined mode, of course. And they have several different attachment points. You got one on the back, one on the top, and then you can, of course, attach your Prime Master in here as well. So you got that going on. And we'll just put these kind of off to the side for now. And let's check out Starscream himself. So here is Starscream's jet mode. You can see it does have some landing gear that can just fold up there. His robot mode head is just there, just right there. It's turned around, but it is just right there. And the arms for this guy are just sticking out. Just straight up sticking out. I guess I can plug these in a little bit further here. If they will, you know, it's kind of a crapshoot as to whether stuff will plug together properly or not. But That's there we go. We got that side in, and then we peg the wing on. But as you can see, it's just basically he's just scrunched up, and he looks very weird, weirdly bulky, weirdly childlike. Well, weirdly like play school like is what I'm saying. He looks kind of like Rescue Bot's Starscream, pretty much. So yeah, you got that going on. He's got his no rays on the sides. We'll take those out for the moment. And I don't see a port for a flight stand in this mode. I could just be missing it, but I don't see one. So yeah, there's that. On the back, we've got a ton of big metallic stickers that I am not happy with at all. On these pieces, and these pieces rotate around and like kind of mash up against other pieces, so I'm not pleased with that. You got all of these stickers, and I fear for their lifespan. Yeah. And they're over like molded details, which is even more kind of bizarre. So not happy about that, to be honest with you. Yeah, that's pretty much where I land there. You can see the front end of the jet with another sticker. And here's the thing, you can open this up and presumably seat one of your Prime Masters inside the cockpit of Starscream here. I'm just using this as an example, but you know, if he's sitting there, obviously his top half will be sticking out. So you got that going on, and that's, you know, that's pretty neat, I guess. It's a little weird that the cockpit just splits open like that. So yeah, let's transform this guy into robot mode, and to do that we're going to go ahead and detach the arms again, just like this. There you go. We're going to go ahead and lift these pieces. There we go. So this whole section is going to come up, and these are going to unpeg and rotate up and around this way, like that. And that's kind of done for now. And then we're going to make sure these wings are kind of out of the way, flip the tail wings up, and then we're going to split the legs and bring these down, just like that, and then clip those into place. You can see there's a little tab there, and this kind of like little bit that comes out, and those are just going to very gently click into place like that. And on the inside of the legs, you can see these little flaps. We're just going to bring these up and peg them in just like that to the leg joints, and that's going to kind of hold those legs together. And that's pretty much the lower half of the figure done. Then we're just going to rotate Starscream's head around here, and then last but not least, we're going to take this whole wing section, and it's pegged in. It's a little hard to see. It's got a little peg in there, but we're just going to rotate it all around until this other peg that you can kind of see in there goes into this little 5mm port on his back, and just like that. And then we'll bring this up. You can see these two tabs. They're going to tab right into these slots here, just like that. And then there you have Starscream in robot mode. Alright, let's get them all situated a little bit here, and we'll check him out. Alright guys, so we have Starscream in robot mode now, and he's got his wings can kind of flap around, but not really in any way that's meaningful or helpful. He's got some nice ratcheting arm joints here. The shoulders ratchet on very solid ratchets, it feels like, and then they go out on more ratchets. He does have a bicep swivel. He does have an elbow. His hand is fixed in position. It's just molded that way. Head is on a ball joint. You can rotate it around. You can see that head and see more silver stickers on more molded detail. Might I add, you can kind of see the molded detail behind those stickers when I push them down so that they don't just fall off. So that's, again, not really exciting for me at all. The Decepticon logo, again, off-center, and just more stickers on his kneecaps and on his big shoes. And his shoes presumably move up and out of the way for his combined mode, which I'm not going to show off today because I don't really have any limbs handy to show that off with. And once I have more limbs for him, I can do a separate video for the combined mode. But I mean, overall, I don't hate it. The big chunky boots look a lot better when he's stretched out like this. That's for sure. But I'm still not quite sold. And we'll show off his power of the primes now. We can unfold these tabs from the base of the prime armor, if possible. You know, that's the theory anyway. All right, there we go. And then we can take his null rays and plug them in just like that, and like that. And then what we're supposed to do is plug these into his shoulders. Well, I guess we're supposed to do these out of the way. That's fine. So we plug these in like that. And then he's got big giant armor coming off of his shoulders. And you know, working those null rays. And that's what happens when we plug in his Prime Master to his armor pads. It gives him this super powered up mode, and unfortunately the knees do not like to stay plugged in when you're actually moving this guy around. More articulation I didn't mention before, and I'm sorry. His legs are not on ball joints, they're on universal joints. They're just swivels, and he's got a swivel thigh and then that knee bend there, and again you can move the feet a little bit, presumably for that combo mode, which does allow you to get some decent poses out of his out of his legs, but it looks a little silly with that foot sticking out. But you can do that if you so desire. But overall, I'm not really happy with this figure. I don't know if the combined mode will be any better, but it feels, I mean, and I'm basing this on the fact that I paid $30 for this figure, and I'm like, what do I want out of a $30 item? And it's a little more than what I got out of this. I mean, you know, engineering is okay. The plastic quality feels rather cheap to me. It's just, and I hate the stickers. I really dislike the stickers. And I don't feel like I should be paying $30 for an item with just flimsy paper stickers attached to it that I honestly feel are going to peel off very soon. So overall, I'm not happy with the Voyagers. I much prefer the deluxe or lower price point, because I feel you get more value for what you're paying out of that price point. So overall, Starscream is a disappointment. So I mean, your opinion may differ from mine. That's totally fine. I'm just telling you how I feel because, well, it's my video. So there you go. So yeah, that's going to do it for this review, guys. I want to thank you so very much for watching. As always, I hope you enjoyed it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks again. Bye for now.